The Earth people who can think are so frightened by those who cannot. The dead. The dead.
Hey guys, we're back live with another episode of Viral Venom. This is episode number 22, and it's called The Boy in the Lake. Tonight's special guest is up-and-coming actor Emmett O'Brien, who has a major role in our film, Friday the 13th, Blood Loss. But before we bring him out, we have to give a special shout-out and thank you to Michael Claude Thomas and the B-Movie Monsters for allowing us to use their song, Plan 9 in our intro video. The B-Movie Monsters. Can you fix that? The B-Movie Monsters are available on streaming platforms all across the Monsterverse. Hang on a second.
Hold on 1 second. Technical difficulties.
There we
go.
All right. Special thank you to the Michael Claude Thomas and the B-Movie Monsters. They also made our theme song for Killer Pizza. The song is called Revenge, and I believe that's available on their SoundCloud, and it's coming soon to streaming platforms, right?
It's already on streaming platforms.
It's already there. You can get it right now.
There.
All right, so without any further ado, let's bring out the star of the evening, the man of the hour. He's waiting in the wings. Mandy didn't think I would actually be able to get Emmett on tonight, but I got him.
You say that about all of them.
Oh, I do. All right, well, here he is, the man of the hour. Oh my God, it's Emmett. Hey, Emmett.
Hello.
So this is the first time we've had you on with us. I was super excited to get you on because you're such a big part of the movie, and nobody has seen you yet. And so we thought, yeah, let's get him on. So here he is. He took time away from his busy schedule to hang out with us and answer all the questions from the fans out there. Let's see. Matthew White says,
"Can I get an autograph?"
Emmett. All right. So, Emmett, we have to ask you a question before we get started. So the next movie that we're making is called Killer Pizza. And we recently announced that Nancy Ann Ritter would be in that movie. She was in the first Scream movie. So we have to ask Emmett a question.
What's your favorite scary movie, Emmett?
I think mine would probably be Insidious.
Insidious? Have we gotten that one yet?
You're not a fan of them.
Has anyone said that, though? Has anyone said Insidious?
Oh, that's what you mean. I thought you were like, did we get it? He's not a fan of them. No, nobody said Insidious yet.
All right.
I'm a little tired, Emmett. Sorry.
All right.
It's okay.
Insidious, that's a good one. Have you guys...
What's your favorite thing about the Insidious film?
How it's all eerie, and also all of the monsters that make an appearance on the movies, on all of them, they're also just really scary.
Is that a good answer?
That is. It's a really good answer.
Was a good answer.
I like those films.
So Emmett's got a cool T-shirt on. I noticed before we went live. Can you show them the shirt you have so they know what I'm talking about? Oh, there it is. Oh, Friday the 13th, Blood Loss. So Emmett is Dominic in Friday the 13th, Blood Loss. So for those of you that don't know what the movie's about, it's about a detective that's searching for a boy that's gone missing. And the boy is Dominic, and Dominic is portrayed by Emmett O'Brien, who's here with us tonight. So Emmett did a really great job. So how Emmett got involved with us, do you want to tell him? You tell him how he got involved.
Okay, so we were needing to refilm a scene, and Emmett was actually the only one available that day that we would be able to get a hold of a child for the scene that was needed. We were doing some major rewrites and everything with the script already, so we went ahead and we decided to see if if Emmett had what it took. And we got lucky. We got very lucky with Emmett.
So so we had to recast some people and rewrite the script a bit during the first round of filming. This was during the first week or the second week?
The first week.
First week of filming. This was back in October. And Emmett stepped up and he did an amazing job. We were like, oh, let's write more stuff for him. And then we had him do more
That's
scenes.
what happened.
And then he did awesome in those scenes. Then we're like, all right, let's have him film again in July. We asked him if he would do it. He said, I'll do it. Don't worry, I got you guys. And he came out. He filmed more scenes with us, and he did an awesome job.
I thought Emmett was Jason in the film.
No, don't spoil it. Emmett, he might be. You never know. Let's see. I just don't want to miss comments here. Adam King says, "Hello, my pizza family." Hello, Adam. And
Hi.
then Brian O'Brien says, "Way to go!" So, Emmett, did you enjoy filming the movie?
Yes, it was a lot of fun filming with you guys.
Was it what you expected it would be, or is it different?
I didn't really have expectations. I thought it was just going to be a fun time filming.
Yeah. Is it something you would want to do again, or do you think, yeah, that was enough?
No, I think it was something that I would want to do again.
Yeah, I think you should. I mean, my opinion, do whatever you want to do, but my opinion is you should stick to it because I think you have a natural talent for it. It's not something that everybody has. A lot of people need a lot of work. Some people have been doing it for years and it just doesn't click. And with you just kind of stepping into it and doing it and seeing what you were able to do, it seems like it comes natural to you, which is, so I think you should.
Yeah,
should
for everybody
continue it, so.
out there, Emmett is quick to learn lines, and he just says them very naturally, and it just flows. This was his first attempt at acting, and he nailed it.
He nailed it. We filmed a ton of scenes with Emmett. They won't all be in the movie, but Emmett is in the movie. His character is sort of the center of the story because this detective is looking for Emmett throughout the film. So yeah, we filmed a whole bunch of different scenes with him. He did awesome on all of the scenes.
Yeah, we hid him in a dungeon for the rest of the film.
Yeah. So we were pretty surprised by what he was able to do with it, and we just we got lucky a handful of times on this movie, and it was one of the times that we lucked out. We got somebody cool to get in that role. Emmett signed some posters for us too for the people watching. Our Finishing Funds campaign goes live September 1st on Indiegogo at midnight. You can get some cool posters with Emmett's autograph on it, plus a bunch of other cool perks, including official producer credits and more. Help us out by donating to that campaign if you're able to. If you can't donate, help us out by sharing the link so that you're able to, so that we're able to get as many eyes on it as possible. What do you want to ask Emmett about filming, about the movie?
Okay, so he already asked if it's what you expected and everything, and you said it. You didn't really go into it with any expectations and everything like that. But with like the lasting impression, was there anything that like stood out while filming to you? Like, did the directing interest you more? Did you notice of a sound guy, or was it just like an actor? Was there something that like stuck out more in particular to you?
Nothing really stood out to me.
I think you mostly just had fun filming the scenes and getting to be part of it and having a cool role. And
so you had a lot of scenes with Christian Bester.
Yep.
Yeah, the guy that was funnier then.
Yeah.
What was it like? What was it like?
Said, yeah.
So what was it like acting with Christian? Did you enjoy acting with him?
Okay. Yeah.
We can hear them.
Trying to help.
So Emmett, did you enjoy acting with Christian Bester?
Yeah, he was a lot of fun, and he was really funny.
Yeah.
He was also really nice.
Yeah, he's a pretty nice guy. We like having him involved with our films, and we're glad that you got a chance to work with him because he is such an easygoing guy, just easy to act with.
Yeah.
You know, being your first time, you didn't have to worry about being in scenes with some jerk or something like that. And I thought you and Christian did a good job together. So what kind of movies do you normally like? Did you grow up watching horror movies, or did you like comedies, or what do you enjoy watching?
I enjoy watching comedies.
You do? Do you have a
Yeah.
favorite movie?
No, I don't.
You don't have a favorite? What kind
No.
of comedy movies do you like? Could you name a couple that you like?
I like Happy Gilmore.
Okay.
That's a good one.
I don't really have any that like just come to mind.
Do you have a favorite actor for the comedies?
I think it would be Adam Sandler or Jack Black.
Have you ever seen The Wedding Singer with Adam Sandler?
No.
No, it's a movie with Adam Sandler, and he sings at weddings, and a guy named Al Burke is in that movie with him, and we're making Killer Pizza next. Al Burke's going to be in that movie with us. So he got
That's
to work
really
on
cool.
that movie with Adam Sandler. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
It is.
Walter Phelan got to work with Adam Sandler in Little
Oh
Nicky.
yeah, have you ever seen Little Nicky?
That's another Adam Sandler film.
No, I don't
Little
think
Nicky's
I did.
another. It's another movie where Adam Sandler's in the movie, and he plays a demon in the movie, and we have Walter Phelan and another actor that's going to be in Killer Pizza. He was a demon in Little Nicky.
Well.
So
He's like cool.
So what kind of so you said that you'd be interested in acting again. So if you were chosen, what would your dream role be? Do you have a dream role? Is there a character or a type of movie that you'd really want to be in?
I don't think there really is.
No.
No.
Well, he's fairly new to everything. Have you decided on what you're going to do to stick with acting? Like, have you decided on like classes, any type of courses or anything?
There is Odyssey of the Mind that I was going to do next year in school. There was Odyssey of the Mind that I was going to do next year in school that involves acting, and you have to go off of a storyline, and you have to create your own story, but you also have to go from off the book or the movie.
That's cool. We saw you you started acting at school this past year. And that was doing stuff
Somebody's
on a
making him
stage.
laugh.
So you were acting on stage at school this past year, and then filming with us too. What was the big? Did you notice any big differences between acting on stage and filming with us, and which one do you like doing more?
I think filming, filming with you guys was more fun than doing the Odyssey of the Mind. Because in Odyssey of the Mind, you have a coach that leads you, and in a film like with you guys,
In our film, Emmett's the boss, right?
No.
So with the Odyssey of the Minds, like when you were doing the stage play and stuff like a stage play, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're performing in front of a live audience. Did
Yep.
you prefer being behind the camera? I've heard from other actors that they like acting on film because it's more forgiving because you can keep going over and do like retakes if necessary. But I know from stage performances, it's kind of like a one-shot deal, so you can't mess up. So did you like any of that aspect with performing in front of the live audience, or?
I did like performing in front of the live audience because you're not supposed to tell them what like your play is about. So even if you do make a mistake, they probably wouldn't even know, and it's just part of the play.
Oh, that's cool.
That's cool.
Very cool. Well, we hope you keep up with it, and can't wait to see what you end up doing next. And hopefully, we'll get to work on some more movies together at some point. And if other directors were interested in hiring you to come be involved with their movie, would you want to do that?
Yeah, I think I'd do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think they should contact Emmett. We'll maybe get his parents' contact info at the end. But we want to keep you for a little bit longer, talk about movies. What was there, did you get to meet a lot of the actors when you were, I know you got to meet Christian Bester. Did you get to meet any of the other actors while you were on set?
I met some of them, but I didn't really interact with them a lot.
Yeah.
Well, he had scenes with Earl Fetcher.
Yeah, so you had scenes with Earl. He was Dominic's dad in the movie.
Yep.
Do you remember anything about him? Was he easy to work with? Did you have to teach him, or was he pretty okay?
He was really easy to work with, and he was also really nice.
Yeah. Yeah, Earl's a great guy. What about Charlotte? Charlotte was Jillian. Remember, you guys were on Emmett's Island, skipping the rocks, throwing the rocks.
Yeah.
She
was really nice. She was also really easy to work with. A lot of them are really easy to work with,
Yeah. We tried to make sure that you had people with you that were nice people, easy to work with, knew their stuff. That way you didn't have to teach them how to do everything. Because otherwise, you would have been like, come on, get me somebody that knows their stuff.
Yeah, I know he got tired of doing that with Christian Bester.
No.
When he comes back and watches this.
Did you have without spoiling the movie, did you have a favorite scene that you filmed?
I think my favorite scene was the one where I was in the basement.
That gave it away.
Well,
you asked him.
I have to go back and edit the whole movie now. All right, Emmett, we're gonna have to come back and film more scenes. All right, no, I'm just kidding. Did you? I'm trying to think of out of the other scenes that you did. We did one in the shed in October. You remember that one? It was
sorry,
at
what?
night with Christian. Remember we did one in the shed in October with Christian. It was at nighttime.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Was that like a fun one, or?
That was a fun one.
Yeah, I thought maybe that would have been. There was one where you were with Bryn. In October, you guys were in the woods. You were playing like in the pond there. It was like site B. I think it was site B.
Yep.
And we just had you guys we did the dog thing back then, remember?
Yeah.
Was that a fun one or?
That was a fun one, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking because you guys got to kind of play a little bit more than you did your lines, but then you kind of got to play too. So I was
Yeah.
wondering if maybe if those were a little bit more fun or not. You actually did you sign a bunch of stuff or just posters?
I signed the posters and like that Take Two thing. I don't know what it's called.
So you signed a clapperboard.
What? I didn't really hear you. Sorry.
That's okay. You signed a clapperboard. Action.
Oh yeah,
Do you have one here?
that's what
Take
it's called.
two. I don't see it over
it's
here.
okay, it's all right. So you signed those. Did you get to sign masks or no?
No, I did not.
No. So we got limited autographs from Emmett. They're going to be available September 1st on Indiegogo.
And they're $100.
They're $1 million.
Well, that was a
What about
hike.
what about you had to have makeup done in some of these scenes? I think most of the actors did, but some of them didn't. What did you think about having the makeup done?
I think having the makeup done was really cool, and when it was finished, it looked really cool. You did a great job, Mandy.
Yeah.
Thank you. He thought it was really cool, like when the bruises started to come out.
Emmett's ready to make a sequel. That's what's going on.
Yeah, he is.
He
wants me to cast him in the next one.
He's like, I'm gonna be Jason in this one.
But yeah, he was getting a kick out of like when you see like the different, because you have to build up everything. So once he saw it all coming together, he's like, oh, that's really neat. He did like that a lot.
And then you saw other people's makeup done too, right?
Yeah.
So there were other people that were there that had their. Yeah. What did you think about their makeup?
Like, I don't really know what to call it, but the realistic ones where it was like a cut on your face, I thought those were really cool because they looked really realistic.
Yeah. And so we take those, and then when we go to film them, we add more blood to it, so it's dripping down.
Oh,
it was pretty cool. So, you couldn't have that. Maybe someday, but we don't want to. We want to keep that character going.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, trying to think of what questions, guys. If you have questions for Emmett O'Brien,
start asking.
This is his first time that he's been on with us. Where are you guys sleeping tonight? We got a bunch of viewers. Everyone's here to see Emmett, but nobody's asking questions. Come on.
I know.
What are you doing?
This is Emmett's first interview.
It's his first time being interviewed. It's his first time being live. It's his first time being live with us. He's filmed with us like 2.5 weeks or something.
No, 3 weeks. Because he filmed those 2 weeks back in October.
You filmed both of them?
Yeah. Because the second week is when we had Bryn come back out, and we filmed the shed scene at nighttime.
Well, my point is, guys, start asking the questions while we have him here. He's very busy. Very busy guy. Took some time out of his schedule to come hang out with us.
For you, the fans.
For the fans. So we're trying to. So our finishing funds campaign for Indiegogo, you know that we use the perks, a lot of the perks that you sign in that. We put those on Indiegogo, and we use that to try to raise money to do cool things with the movie. So one of the things that we're trying to do is have a premiere this year at a movie theater. So we're going to try to use some of those things that you autographed to help raise money, and then we're going to use that money and invite the cast and their friends and family to see it at a premiere at a movie with us. So
that's
we
really
have a
cool.
question. Questions coming in. Brian O'Brien wants to know what scene or experience made you laugh the most?
It's a tough one. I think maybe the scene in the truck where I was just pointing at the picture.
They were talking about that one the other night.
Yeah, we were laughing about that too. I've told Mandy about it a couple times. So Emmett's very funny behind the scenes, and a lot of times I don't think he's trying to be funny. He's just kind of like naturally just says some things that are
He's
pretty funny.
naturally
So,
funny.
without giving it away, he's very. I'm trying to think of one that I can tell that. Oh, I said okay. So I was talking to Christian, and I made a reference like his character is trying to figure out why all the people in the movie are going crazy. And I made a reference like, what's in the water? Like what are these, kind of like what are these people drinking or whatever? And when I said what's in the water, Emmett said, "Oh, we got turtles, we got salmon." I thought that was pretty funny. Gary
It does seem like a literal question.
I know. Hi Gary, how are you? We're doing great. We're here with super megastar, the ultra popular Emmett O'Brien, who's Dominic in the movie.
It showed that Cameron Jewell from the film is watching as well. Emmett knows Cameron. He got to sit there while I was doing her makeup as well. She was the one that I was calling Goopy Girl.
Do you remember Cameron? Was she nice to you?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, okay.
She just said,
she said, I don't know if you can see it. She said, "What up, Emmett?" And then Matthew White says, "Emmett, what do you like to do besides acting in horror movies?"
I like to play video games.
Yeah, what do you have a favorite video game?
Minecraft. Yeah.
That's a pretty popular one. And you're an athlete. You weren't going to tell them.
I was about to say that too. I was like, hey, wait a minute, you're holding out there.
How many sports? Don't you play like all the sports?
Well, if I didn't do Odyssey of the Mind this year, I would have been playing 3 sports this year.
What do you have a favorite sport?
My favorite sport is lacrosse.
Oh, okay. So do you play lacrosse every season?
Yeah, it's every spring.
Yeah.
What other sports are you playing, Emmett?
I am currently playing football.
Football? That's cool.
Yep. I had practice not too long ago.
That's what I was about to say. You had practice tonight, and here he is.
Keep the questions rolling in for Emmett O'Brien. We're at about the halfway mark. But guys, look, he doesn't have a lot of time to do things like this because he's a very busy guy. This is the first time we've had him on with us. This is your chance to ask him all the tough questions before the movie comes out. You can get an idea for what he did on set and what he likes to do, and that way you guys can maybe get to learn something here, right?
Yeah.
What did you see? So I'm trying to think. So we put Emmett's name at the top of the poster. And when he was there on set, I had a poster for him. And I showed it to him. And he's like, "That's cool."
Aw.
It was.
Yeah, I thought you might like that.
I did.
Had a poster. We gave you a little swag bundle. He's got the shirt. He had ended up with a machete, right?
Yeah.
When we get the Blu-rays, I'll have to hook you up with a Blu-ray. Let's see. Emmett, do you like scary? Let's see. What's Gary asking us here? Emmett, do you like scary movies or do they give you nightmares?
I like scary movies, but some of them can give me nightmares.
What's the scariest movie you've ever seen?
The scariest one? I'm still gonna go with Insidious on that one. It's genuinely terrifying for me to watch it.
All right, so for the people watching, have you seen Insidious? If you have, what did you like about the movie? If you haven't seen it, or if it isn't your favorite, let us know in the comments section. We want to know, what is your favorite scary movie? That way we can show it on screen, and it'll give us something to talk about, I guess.
Yeah, Emmett had let us know earlier when we had asked him what his favorite scary movie was. He had said Insidious, and he gave the same exact reasons why that was his favorite.
No, Gary asked Emmett if he likes scary movies, and Emmett said
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And I said earlier, Emmett told
Right.
us what his favorite scary
his
movie
favorite
was, and it was
scary movie is
Insidious.
Insidious. So we have a question from Nicholas O'Brien. Do you know him, or is it just a coincidence?
No, I know. Wait, yeah, I know him.
You know him? Okay.
Yep.
Let's see. Nicholas wants to know, what do you prefer, scary movies or scary roller coasters?
Oh, that's a good one.
Scary roller coasters.
Scary roller coasters? What's the scariest roller coaster you can think of?
King Dakar.
What is it called?
It's called King Dakar.
King Dakar? What park is that one at?
Six Flags in New Jersey.
Oh, okay. King Dakar in New Jersey. You guys heard it here first. Get your season passes today.
Oh my God.
We don't have that one at the one that we go to. We have Superman, Mind Eraser, the Viper, the Boomerang, the Predator, and then we have Jackrabbit at a different park closer by us.
I actually looked it up, and it does say that the one that he's saying that is his favorite is the largest roller coaster in the U.S.
It's the largest one?
Yep.
Yeah, it says it's the largest one in North America.
Oh,
I think it's 456 feet tall.
Yep, 456 feet high.
For the people watching that are staying very quiet tonight because they're so shy, they don't know what to ask Emmett. You got them starstruck tonight. Let us know. Do you guys, the viewers, like roller coasters? And if so, what's your favorite roller coaster? So we can share it on screen.
I think that's what happened. Everybody saw Emmett and passed out.
They're
They're sitting there screaming at home, going, "Oh my God, it's Emmett!" And they're like, "Oh!" And they passed out. It happens.
So it might be fun to have Emmett on again at some point with Christian.
Yeah, I think him and Christian would be good to have on together.
We gotta work out a time in Emmett's schedule when he's not busy and schedule something so he can be on with Christian. So Matthew White has a question for Emmett. He's asking, what position do you play in football?
On offense, I've been working on the tight end, and on defense, I play corner.
Very cool.
I'm gonna admit something right now. I don't know anything about football.
I don't know anything about football either, except my favorite player is on the screen right now, sitting there in that blood loss t-shirt.
Yeah, we already got his autograph, so.
Look out, Brady. Emmett's in town, all right?
He's like, what?
I don't know
He's trying here. I feel him drowning a little bit. All
right, so we're at Brian O'Brien is telling us some of his favorite scary movies. He likes this is from Brian O'Brien. He says he likes Paranormal Activity, Ghost Hunters, Ghostbusters, and Annabelle. Do you like any of those?
It's called Ghost Adventures, and I like Paranormal Activity, Ghost Adventures, and Ghostbusters.
What's your favorite out of those? Do you have a favorite one?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Have you seen the newest one yet? It's called.
I have.
Did you like it?
It's really cool. Yes, I did like
it a lot. Yeah, we went to the theater and saw it, and we were pretty happy with it. Have you guys out there seen Ghostbusters Frozen Empire? And if so, tell us why it was awesome in the comments section, please. Guys, what's going on? So go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, with Emmett, just now discovering acting and everything like that. You did say that you're going to pursue it and stuff. Have you decided, like, you know, that big question everybody asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up?
I don't know what I want to be when I grow up.
Well, some kids can give you an answer.
Well,
Like some will tell you, I want to be a fire hydrant, like they know right away. But others, it takes a little time. You got a lot of time to figure it out.
Yeah.
So one day you can too be a fire hydrant. Is there any other? I have a fear of heights, so I wouldn't dream of going on a roller coaster.
Gary says, I have a fear of heights, so I wouldn't dream of going on a roller coaster. And Nicholas O'Brien says, who's scarier, your mom or your dad?
That's a trick question. Run.
Don't answer. Don't answer.
Oh, Emmett, what was it like cooking for everybody that day on set?
It was great.
Everybody's going to think that's a real one.
So we have about 20 minutes left with Emmett. Are there any questions that we should have asked that we didn't get a chance to ask him?
We went over all the acting stuff and everything like that. Asked him what he wanted to be when he grows up. We went over all his extra, you know, curricular activities, where he's saying that he does lacrosse and football, which is really cool. And he actually did come from football practice tonight, just before he did this interview.
I did.
It shows you how dedicated he is. And and I don't know. I think we covered a lot with them.
We covered a lot.
We did cover a lot with you, but
okay.
No, with the acting and everything like that, did want to upset all the other actors and everything like that? Like, who is your favorite actor on set besides yourself? Make everybody mad now.
Who's the one in the truck with me? I forgot his name.
Christian.
Christian
Bester.
Christian, yeah.
Christian. And then you got to meet Beatrice Buckley on set. She was Freddy Krueger's mom in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, and then she's Pamela Voorhees in this movie. Was she? Did she pull out the razor blades or anything while you guys were hanging out together?
No, she did not.
No, that's good. Whew. All right, safe. We're safe. She's pretty nice, right?
She was, yes.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, just giving you a chance to talk.
Well, yeah. He got to meet her in the trailer and stuff that last day. Was not the last day. It was the last day. It was that Thursday when he signed everything, and he got to take a picture with them.
Emmett came to set. He cooked for everybody. It was crazy. We're like, Emmett, you don't have to do this. He's like, I'm a grill master.
You know, Emmett, you should send us that picture that you got with Beatrice and with Christian and stuff.
Oh yeah, if you guys have that and you can send it, we'll share it on Facebook and stuff so people can see it.
Emmett's a star. It's like it's all too much.
We're super excited to have Emmett attached to the cast with us. He did an awesome job on set. I think he's arguing with his agent right now. He's like, I told you to get me more money if I'm going to do things like this.
I think that's what's going on right now.
He's like, look, they're asking me a lot of questions. I deserve to get paid more than this.
He's like, it's $100 a question.
To Nicholas O'Brien, awesome. My dad is scarier.
Your dad is scarier? Is that the answer to the question? Nicholas O'Brien, who asked who's scarier, your mom or your dad? Emmett, who's probably grounded now, just said his dad is scarier.
No, I bet his mom bribed him with something. Like, if you say it's your dad, I'll take you for ice cream after this.
I feel bad for Emmett now.
I think that's what happened.
All right, so us at some point with Christian. It won't be right away, but we'll stay in touch, and we'll have you back on with him.
Okay.
We have a brand new trailer coming too. It's going to be online September 1st with the brand new Indiegogo campaign. So remember, September 1st, there's a new trailer. You can check it out, see what it looks like. Let us know how we did. We'll have you back on with Christian. Probably, I don't know, probably after that comes out, I'm guessing.
It would be after that, because we have everything pretty much booked.
Right.
So
it would be in September.
We'll start doing like going back through everyone to get everybody back on again, because we want to do bigger groups as well. So it probably wouldn't just be Christian. We could try to have Christian.
Okay, but we'll have him back on in September is what I'm saying.
I'm just trying to think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll probably have you back on in September.
No, we're gonna have you on next year. I'm joking, Emmett. Emmett's not even paying attention to us.
Yeah. All right. So we'll have you back on in September with Christian probably. Gary says, Emmett, congratulations on getting the part. Yeah, Emmett was awesome in it.
Thank you.
Friday the 13th Blood Loss is about a detective named John Hawthorne, who's portrayed by Christian Bester, who is tasked with finding a missing boy named Dominic. And Emmett portrays Dominic in the film. Christian and Emmett were awesome together. They worked great. Emmett did an amazing job.
You know, we didn't ask him.
Can I finish what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right. So Emmett was great at memorizing his lines. He was very easy to get along with. He was professional. He looked the part. He showed up. His agents were fine. They didn't give us a hard time or anything. His agents and his
Well, with Emmett, with this being your first, like your introduction to acting and everything, did you like your character that you portrayed? Did you like getting put into the role as Dominic and watching how that character actually did grow?
Yeah, it was a really fun time experiencing it.
So would you want to play Dominic again?
I would.
David Lash says, great interview, Emmett.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
What's my favorite scary movie?
Oh.
Do you have an open spot on Killer Pizza?
Emmett, it's cutting out. What'd you say?
Do you have
Emmett,
an open spot?
No! I'm just kidding. That's up to Mandy. I don't do anything with the casting on that one.
Yeah, with Killer Pizza, when I had written it, it didn't have any children in it for the script. But you never know. I have to do a lot of rewrites with it because with our campaign, we do offer people to purchase actual parts in the film and everything, but it would be custom roles. And I do have to add all of that in. So you never know. Down the road, I might have to switch things up a little bit, depending on who buys a part and what kind of part it turns out to be. But for everybody that's listening right now, Killer Pizza is on Indiegogo, and it is in demand right now. And we are offering a wide variety of opportunities to join a cast. And you heard it right here. Emmett wants to be a part of it. So you know it's going to be good.
Emmett, what she's saying is we're always going to keep you in mind, right?
Yes, we're always going to keep them in mind.
We're always going to have.
But I'm also trying to plug the movie right now. Everybody go look at Indiegogo.
Christian Bester's here. He says, hey, Emmett, great job, bud. It was so fun working with you.
It was so fun working with you, too.
Who do you think's gonna end up being the bigger star, you or Christian?
Me.
They were arguing about that in the truck, kind of. Christian was like, I'm going to be a big star. And Emmett's like, I'm going to be a big star, too. Christian
Emmett
says,
for sure.
Emmett for sure. Yeah, so Killer Pizza. So for Emmett, yeah, we're always trying to keep you in mind. Now that you've come on set, you worked with us and everything, if something comes up that you're right for, we're always going to have it in the back of our head. Oh, Emmett, what about Emmett? People that have not worked with us, the easiest way to get involved is through the Indiegogo campaign, which is what Mandy was trying to say. So we have all kinds of roles available through that campaign, which is in demand on Indiegogo right now for other people that are watching. We have everything from, you could be a background extra in the movie, you could film yourself at home using your cell phone and send us that footage to add to the movie, all the way up to starring in the movie and everything in between. So if you're interested in getting involved, you don't know how, you want to know what is the easiest way to get involved, get my foot in the door, or you're already working, but you want to add to your resume, this is the easiest way to do it. There's no easier way. You don't have to audition. You don't have to have a demo reel. You don't have to have agents. You don't have to have resumes. You don't have to have headshots. You don't have to pay for acting classes. You don't have to do all that stuff that costs thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. You get your foot in the door. You get your name attached to a film with a bunch of horror icons and cool people like Emmett O'Brien or Christian Bester or Clifton Taylor or Beatrice Buckley or Walter Phelan or Tom Glynn. Albert, Colin Fuel, and Nancy Ann Ritter, and all these other people on day one. And you could go to work and say, hey, I'm in the movie with the guy from Creepshow and Dr. Satan and the girl from Scream and the guy from The Wedding Singer and so on and so forth. And it's an easy way to get started. These opportunities were not available when I was Emmett's age. I wanted to be an actor. I asked my mom, Mom, I want to be an actor. What do we do? My mom said, we can't do it because we don't know anybody that's working on movies. Like, if you want to be in movies, then you have to know somebody that's already doing it. That's not the case anymore. Now people can get involved through Indiegogo. You can use sites like Actors Access and Backstage and so on and so forth. Those opportunities weren't there before. We've been creating a bunch for our followers. So people had opportunities to get involved with Blood Loss, either get their song in the movie, picture in the movie, book in the movie. They could get themselves in the movie, film themselves at home and send it to us, get their voice in the movie, get their t-shirt in the movie. Then we did the same thing with Killer Pizza. Now we're doing the same thing with Boredom and Bloodshed, which goes live on Indiegogo this Friday. Guys, you can get yourself an associate producer credit. It's only $99, and it's for one day only. And if you miss out, you're out of luck. Guys, this is the perfect opportunity to get your foot in the door. If you want to get started and you don't know how, $99, you get an associate producer credit on the film. You go to work the next day and say, I'm a movie producer, and you won't be lying. Your name will be attached to the movie with everybody else. How cool is that?
It's extremely cool. For everybody who's wondering what Boredom and Bloodshed is, it's part of our Thrill Kill series, which is a series of episodes that revolve around the holidays. So each episode is going to represent a certain holiday, and we're going to introduce a different killer for each one. The Boredom and Bloodshed is going to be Halloween.
Boredom and Bloodshed is the very first entry, the first chapter in our brand new series called Thrill Kills. We're going to introduce brand new original characters, and who knows what we'll end up doing with these. We could end up making a feature film based off of the characters that are in these projects, or God knows, and the sky's the limit. We can get the footage put into film festivals. We can have it streamed at horror conventions. Who knows? We can do all kinds of things. So this is your chance to get involved. This Friday, August 9th at midnight, the campaign goes live on Indiegogo, and the associate producer credits are $99 for one day only. You can't go wrong. Don't miss out, or you will cry, and you will ask me for a discount, and I'm going to say, no, where were you Friday? Right? And
yeah.
And then I'm going to have to ask Emmett, should we give him a discount? And Emmett's going to be like, no, they weren't there on Friday. They should have got it on Friday. And I'm like, the boss told me we can't do it.
Yeah, everyone, meet Emmett, the boss of Forever Entertainment.
All right. So Gary Dando says, get a slice of Killer Pizza. It will kill you. Get your slice of revenge today from Indiegogo. Killer Pizza's in demand and has some of horror's greatest icons attached to it. Why not get yourself a slice? Gary, also get a slice of the action. I couldn't have said
what type of pizza is it?
It's a killer pizza.
I
it's got
wonder how that
pepperoni
tastes.
on it. It's got cheese, pepperoni.
It tastes cheesy.
mushrooms and olives, right?
It's going to have pepperoni, mushrooms, and olives on it. I might do it to take off the mushrooms. Not everybody's a fan of those. Nobody's a fan of the olives, but
It's definitely gonna have cheese and pepperoni.
and olives.
Okay.
All right.
Has olives for eyes.
All right. So we've had Emmett on for about an hour now. Is there anything you want to ask him before we let him go?
No, I think we covered a lot with Emmett. I'm just really grateful that we did stumble upon him, and we were able to realize that he did have some natural talent, and that this is something that he actually loved doing. So it worked out for all of us. We got a great actor to be a part of our project, and he got to learn that he actually really enjoys it and he's pursuing it more.
Yeah, Emmett's Emmett's going to be around for a long time. So don't keep your eyes out for him, because he's going to show up in big movies pretty soon, I think.
Yeah, he'll show up in big movies. He's gonna be more famous than Christian Bester.
Yep.
All right, Emmett. Thanks so much for hanging out with us tonight. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about that we didn't get a chance to talk about?
No. I just wanted to thank you for the opportunity of coming out here.
Thank you so much for being a part of it with us. It wouldn't have been the same without you. It literally would not have been the same without you. We would have had to do something totally different, probably. Gary says, Emmett, I cannot wait to see you in the film. And Matthew White says, good job, Emmett. Thank you. Everyone's excited to see Emmett O'Brien in Friday the 13th Blood Loss. The Finishing Funds campaign goes live September 1st at midnight. Guys, this is your last chance to be a part of the film. This will be the last chance for producer credits, Blu-rays, autographed posters, replica props, and all kinds of autographed items and more. Thank you, Emmett, for hanging out with us. We're going to have you back on. Hopefully, if you'll let us have you back on, we're going to have you back on in September to hang out with Christian Bester and some of the other actors that were on set with you. And we'll get a chance to talk about the movie some more and things like that after people see the new trailer.
Okay. As long as I'm free.
I know. All right. So have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you for coming on, Emmett.
Thank you for inviting me.
That was Emmett O'Brien. I told you he'd be here. You didn't believe he was going to be. I said, no,
No,
Emmett.
I said he was going to be here, and you didn't believe it.
No, that was you. You're like, not the real Emmett. I was like, yeah, the real Emmett.
No, you said that. You said, not the real Emmett. And I was like, yes, the real Emmett.
Anyway. All right. So Friday the 13th Blood Loss. Emmett O'Brien, by the way, super talented, real fun to hang out with, really funny kid. Does have natural talent. If anyone's interested in working with him, I highly recommend that you do. Friday the 13th Blood Loss Finishing Funds campaign goes live September 1st on Indiegogo. This will be our chance to raise the funds that we need to get the Blu-ray made, to release the movie this year, and to have a premiere for the cast and their families. Help us out September 1st by donating to the campaign and sharing the link as much as possible so we can get as many eyes on it as possible. Killer Pizza's in demand right now. We have a ton of amazing perks for it. You guys know that. We have the best cast for it, I think, that we could possibly have. We have a lot of people that are super excited to work on that. If you miss out on that one, I don't know what to tell you. We've been doing this for months. I don't know.
I thought you were going to say, I don't know what the hell you're doing.
I don't know what the hell you're doing. You need to get involved if you're not involved. And there's all kinds of entry points to get in. So there's something there for people at all different price points. Get your song in the movie, get your book in the movie, get your voice in the movie, come to set, film with us, star in the movie, be a background extra, film yourself at home, send us the footage to use in the movie. You get full credit just like any of the other actors, and so on and so forth. If you're not involved, I don't know what to tell you. Our other campaign, Boredom and Bloodshed, goes live this Friday. We will have a ton of amazing perks. I've seen the new merch for it, and you're going to be seeing me wearing it here soon. It's super cool. I think it's some of the best merchandise that we've come up with. The design for it is something Mandy made. I like it a lot. I'm going to get a hoodie and a beanie for sure. You guys know I like that stuff, so that's definitely a couple of the first perks that I'm getting. The t-shirts look awesome. The hat looks great. There was something else we had too. I don't know if it was a mug or something else, but all the stuff I saw was super cool. Don't miss out on that. So the campaign.
Yeah, the hoodie, a shirt.
Hoodie, shirt, hat, beanie.
Yeah, and a beanie.
So Friday, the campaign goes live at midnight. So for Friday only, you get an official associate producer credit on the film for only $99. After Friday, the price goes up, and it's never coming back down.
Never?
That's it. It's one chance. It's a day one sale. This is what we do with our campaigns. It's the most popular perk to get. It's the easiest way to get involved. It's the easiest way to get your foot in the door. It's the easiest way to get started with films. It's the easiest way to add to your resume without breaking the bank. $99, Friday only. This credit's available. If you don't have one, I don't know what to tell you, okay? Because this is what you want, and this is what we're trying to give you.
Get it while it's hot.
Get it while it's there,
before
man.
It's too late.
Seriously.
And it goes away, and you're crying because you missed your opportunity.
They're going to be, listen, they're going to be $99 on Friday. After that, they're going up. Then a couple more months after that, they're going to go back up. Then after that, they're going back up. And they just keep going up. They don't come back down. Friday is the day to get the credit. $99, you cannot go wrong. We did this with Killer Pizza, but on that campaign for $99, we gave you an assistant producer credit.
So this is a better deal.
On this one, you're getting the associate producer credit for only $99. You can't go wrong. If you are looking for a deal, this is it. This is your chance.
But they can go wrong if they don't get it.
That's right. That's right. All right. So we haven't really just kind of shot the shit for a while. So I just wanted to talk about some of the movies that we've seen recently, and then we'll let them go after that.
Yeah.
All right.
We still have to film after this.
Oh, yeah. All right. So, Deadpool and Wolverine. Have you guys seen it? Don't spoil it, but if you've seen it, let us know what you think in the comments section. I enjoyed the movie. I was not a big fan of the first Deadpool film. The second one I thought was a little bit better. I enjoyed it a little bit more. We went to see Wolverine and Deadpool and Wolverine. I liked it a lot. I dragged Mandy back to watch it a second time. What did you think?
No, I liked it. I enjoyed it. I liked all the Easter eggs in it and everything. It just felt like they were really like trying to tie everything in now since that and make fun of everything basically since they're able to be part of the universe now with Marvel. But I thought it was a good take on it, and of course it's Ryan Reynolds, so it's going to be hilarious. I enjoyed the first two Deadpool movies. I've always been a fan of them. This one definitely had a different feel. Even though it's supposed to be the same, it definitely wasn't, and that's because I noticed it's because they could combine everything now. But the second time we went to go see it, I was actually able to hear it better. The first time we were in a different type of theater where the sound was low, but the second time I got to hear a lot more of the jokes. So I guess it was good that I did get to go see it a second time, but I don't want to go see it a third time.
So Mandy doesn't know that we're going back to see it again. Right,
I have a feeling he's gonna make me go see it again.
So for those of you that are watching and not sure, Mandy's hard of hearing. It's hard to tell through this, but in real life, she hears 0 out of one ear, and she hears 30% out of the other ear. So she's hard of hearing. When we go to the theater, we were going to this big theater, and they had this loud sound system, and I think she did better there. They offered listening devices, but she never gets them, which basically just let you read the subtitles at your chair.
I was wondering if this new theater had it, though, but I don't think so.
So what I was going to say is now we're going to a new theater. It's smaller, and so some of the auditoriums are set up in a way that the audio isn't very loud, I think. So she just had a hard time hearing it in one of them. The second one that we went to, she had an easier time hearing it. It was a bigger auditorium, and I think the audio was louder. So she caught on to a lot more of the jokes, and I think that's why she enjoyed
And
it
before
more.
somebody says, why don't you wear a hearing aid? The way my hearing is, it doesn't really help me at all. And it actually triggers migraines for me. So I try to steer away from them. I only wear them like when absolutely needed. Other than that, like if we sat through a movie and everything with me wearing them, by the time we left, I would have an actual full-blown migraine from it.
The next movie is Long Legs. We saw Long Legs with Nicolas Cage.
I liked it. He didn't like it.
She liked it. I didn't like it. I thought it was kind of a mixed bag. I thought there's a lot of inspiration from Silence of the Lambs, The Shining, and other films. I don't want to spoil it for you in case you plan on seeing it, but I just
I got
thought,
Rosemary Baby vibes from it.
yeah, I just thought some of the acting was just way too over the top. I thought some of it was just really just too much. I just wasn't crazy about it.
I get it. I noticed that there's parts in it that were a little too much at times, where it was too unbelievable, and especially Nicholas. I didn't like Nicolas Cage's prosthetics and everything that they had him wearing. It didn't look believable at all. It looked like somebody wearing a mask at all times. So I didn't really care for that part. I don't think he acted too bad. The only thing with the acting is he kind of just acted like Nicolas Cage. I mean, I think he can only act like himself to be fair. It's like I love Nick Cage. I do. Um, but there's like some little weird parts and everything. But once you get past it and then you start realizing what the story is actually about and stuff like that, I actually I enjoyed it. I think they could have done a few things better, but I still found it watchable and I enjoyed it.
The next one on the list is A Quiet Place Day One.
I like that one a lot.
I had never seen any of the Quiet Place movies.
I haven't either.
We had a couple of the actors attached to Blood Loss at one point that they were like background extras in one of the movies. But I never got around to seeing it. Good night, Matthew. So I had never gotten around to seeing A Quiet Place 1 or 2. We went to see A Quiet Place Day 1, and I enjoyed it. You know, I didn't realize that it was like a monster invasion movie. It was
You
kind
didn't
of
know
cool.
that it was aliens.
Yeah, I didn't know. I didn't know what it was. I had no idea. So I actually ended up enjoying it. Thought it was fun.
No, I really enjoyed it. I've been wanting to watch them. The one time when I asked to watch it, you said you didn't, you didn't want to watch it, but now I understand why, because you didn't know what it was really about. Um, I didn't know any other information except I know a couple of spoilers from the very first one because my kids went to go see it and came home and told me. So I had that. So that's kind of why I already knew what it was about, but I didn't get to see the first two. But after watching this one, I do really want to see them because this was really good.
The next movie we watched is called Trap. It's a brand new M. Night Shyamalan film. I don't know how to. Okay, so there's a concert that a dad and his daughter go to this huge concert that this pop star is having, and the whole point of the concert is the FBI is trying to capture a serial killer. And so I don't know how much more to say without spoiling it. I
Yeah,
don't
let's
know
spoil
exactly
it.
what's in the trailer. I enjoyed it. It wasn't perfect. Had some flaws, but I enjoyed it. You know, I didn't feel like it was a waste of time or anything. I liked it. Some of the acting was not. Some of the characters were not believable. It was just like this is not.
Will he be crucified saying that his daughter didn't act very well?
Okay. So M. Night Shyamalan's daughter is the pop star in the movie. That's what Mandy means.
Yeah, she has like a major role in it.
Yeah, so some of the acting was choppy. Um, a lot of the characters were not believable at all. It was very unlikely, but still fun to watch.
I It said that it was his daughter's acting debut and everything like that, and I don't know, it could have been better, but I enjoyed watching it. I didn't enjoy it as much as his other films, though. Like I told Anthony, it's like this one's supposed to be like a more realistic version, like for a film, like a more realistic film than the other ones that he has directed and everything. I told him that I like the other ones because at least you know that there's something, wonky with them.
But yeah, watchable though.
It's watchable.
Watch it.
It's not bad.
I don't think it was the worst M. Night Shyamalan film, but I don't think it was a perfect movie either. I wouldn't say it's my favorite one. Like I think Knock at the Cabin was better. I liked Old. I thought Old was better.
I'm drawing a blank because I do that. The one where the Village of People.
That's called The Village.
The Village. That's my favorite one.
Zachary says, "What are we talking about?" We're talking about all the movies that we've seen recently. The first one was Deadpool and Wolverine. The second one was A Quiet Place Day One, and now we're talking about Trap. Trap's a new M. Night Shyamalan movie that just came out. I enjoyed it. Didn't think it was perfect. Thought it was flawed, but enjoyed it. Didn't have any regrets watching it.
We did go to see, it's not a horror film, but we saw Fly Me to the Moon.
That's right. We saw Fly Me to the Moon.
It's with
Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. Another movie that I thought was good, not perfect, but I enjoyed it. Didn't regret watching it. I thought it was worth the money. Didn't ask for my money back or anything.
Yeah, it centers around the moon landing. It's supposed to be a rom-com, and it just it did fall short a little bit at times, but I am a huge fan of like with anything dealing with, with NASA and stuff like that. So I enjoyed seeing things that I've already seen in person, like when they were showing they were down in NASA in Florida and everything. So it's when I saw certain things that they were going over, it's like just kind of took me back to things that I seen when I was a child and stuff. So it was pretty cool to get to see that stuff again.
It was about the selling of the NASA going to the moon, right? So it was about convincing the American people that it was a good thing to spend money on. And so Scarlett Johansson's job is to market the moon landing so that they can raise the funds and get the support that they need to try to send the ship to the moon. They touch on, there's, light spoiler, I guess, but they touch on, was it fake or not? Did they actually land on the moon or not? And that kind of thing. Woody Harrelson's in the movie too.
I didn't like him in the character he was in though.
He has a pretty big role in the movie. But yeah, I thought it was a good movie, not a perfect movie. Not many of them are. But it was
watchable.
It was worth watching. I enjoyed it.
Then we watched that Elevator Game movie.
We watched a movie called Elevator Game. Zachary says I did not like that movie. I'm not sure what movie you mean.
Which one didn't you like?
Saying, I watched Dream Scenario. All right, so Zachary's saying I watched Dream Scenario starring Nicolas Cage today. We saw that one. I don't know if that's one that you're saying that you didn't like or not. Dream Scenario is like Nicolas Cage is in it, and everybody in the world is having
dreams about him. Right?
Yeah. All right. That's exactly what I was gonna say.
I was trying to.
Everybody in the world is having dreams about Nicolas Cage killing them, and so Nicolas Cage is a nice guy in the movie, and he's trying to figure out why everybody's having these dreams. Zachary's saying he didn't like the movie, but I'm not sure which movie he means. All right. So then we saw a movie called Elevator Game. This was a made-for-Shudder movie. These Shudder movies are a mixed bag. Zachary's saying, oh, I see. Sorry. Okay, so Zachary said he watched Dream Scenario, and Gary said he didn't like Dream Scenario. Got it. Now Zachary saying he thought it was a unique concept. Another one where I thought it wasn't perfect but watchable.
I liked it.
Dream Scenario.
Yeah, I really liked that one.
Hang on.
It was very different, and like Zachary was saying, it was unique. So I like when stories are like that. It's not something that you see every day.
World Order Collectibles says that was an interesting movie. All right, so then Elevator Game. It's a made-for-Shudder movie. Shudder, those Shudder movies, in my opinion, are very mixed bag, leaning toward the negative. And the Elevator Game was kind of average for those movies, I think. They're like, I don't know.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, you go ahead. You go first.
No, I think it was. I didn't really like it too much.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about any of those Shudder movies. I don't think any of them are very good. If you guys have liked any of them, then you probably get away with watching Elevator Game.
There's a few that are good that you haven't seen yet.
Well, out of the ones that I've seen, which are multiple, I haven't liked any of them. And Elevator Game is not really very different. Again, it just not very good. The acting wasn't very good. The casting seemed wrong. The concept was weird.
I think the story was missing a lot.
Okay. All right. I guess we'll go to the next one. The next it's called The Jessica Cabin. It's about people that, I guess this is kind of a spoiler alert. It's called The Jessica Cabin. It's about people that rent a cabin, which is not a cabin. It's like a small red house. And they're being watched by people, which you find out within like the first 5 minutes that the people are dead. So it's about these ghosts that are stuck in this cabin, and they're watching all of the people that like Airbnb this red house that they call the Jessica Cabin, because this girl named Jessica used to stay in the cabin. I liked it. I thought it was an interesting idea. I thought it was cool that they probably had not a huge budget for it, but they probably had a decent budget with 5 cast members and 1 location, and it probably didn't take a lot to spend on promoting the film or anything. So I just thought that was interesting. It has funny moments in it. I enjoyed it.
That one, yeah, I actually like that one. Because it was definitely an independent film and everything, and it just, I think, for what you could tell that it wasn't a very high budget and everything for it. So what they did with it, I think they did really good.
Yeah, Zachary says he wants to watch In a Violent Nature, but I don't have Shudder and I don't feel like renting it on Prime. I haven't seen that one yet. It's on my to watch list, but we just haven't gotten there. The next one we watched is called, we saw some of Drive Away Dolls. We got through like half of it, and then we just turned it off. For me, the one lead actress there, or co-lead or whatever, is pretty obnoxious, and I just thought there wasn't really a lot of good things going for the movie. The story wasn't good. It wasn't very cohesive. The acting was not very good. The casting was weird and wrong, I think. I didn't like anything about it, really.
I think the casting was wrong for it, and like he said, the one actress was pretty obnoxious, and I told him myself that I couldn't really sit through it anymore.
Another one we watched recently is called, I don't know if this is, I feel like I'm missing one, but all right. So this one is called Poor Things. It's with Emma Stone, Willem Dafoe, Mark Ruffalo, and friends. And it's based off of a book that came out like in the late 90s or something called Poor Things. It's basically a modern take on Frankenstein, where Willem Dafoe kind of brings a girl back to life,
and she starts off in the movie. This is kind of like a light spoiler. She starts off in the movie with like the brain of an infant, and as the story progresses, the brain kind of catches up to the body. So it's like the body of a 30-year-old with the brain of a 2-year-old, and the brain catches up with the body over the course of the film. So she becomes more articulate and
It's more of a
intelligent.
take on the Bride of Frankenstein, like a modern, because that's how the female is when Frankenstein creates her. Is that she starts to develop better than the actual Frankenstein monster.
So then she, you know, Willem Dafoe's character, who's kind of like Dr. Frankenstein, wants to keep her like locked up. She doesn't want to stay locked up. She wants to go out on an adventure. She goes off, and the movie has a lot of funny parts to it. There's a lot of nudity in it. There's a lot of stuff that, you know, it's definitely not one that you probably want to watch with the kids or anything. I don't think.
Yeah, you don't watch it with your kids.
But it was good. It was funny. I thought I liked it.
It was a good movie.
Yeah, I was pretty much sold on. You know, the cover is kind of weird. You know, and I don't really.
I'm
No,
the one who took it out and set it because I wanted to see it.
You know, I thought like, you know, Emma Stone and Mark Ruffalo are fine probably, but I was sold on Willem Dafoe. I just wanted to see what that was about. Christoph says, hey, Christoph. Zachary says, yesterday I watched the Amityville Horror remake starring Ryan Reynolds. Have you seen that?
I've seen that one.
I don't think I've seen that one.
I used to have it only because I really like Ryan Reynolds, and the only thing with that one was trying to put Ryan Reynolds in a serious role. I still found myself laughing at times. How did you like it, Zachary?
Gary says it's 3:17 now. I'm up still to talk to you guys. I'm absolutely loving the stream. Thanks for hanging out with us, Gary. We'll be back Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern with Tracy Pritt from Friday the 13th Blood Loss, who recently worked on a bunch of really cool sets, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed to tell you some of them. So we'll have to wait and see. But Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back. And then we'll be back again on Friday after that. Come hang out with us. We'll talk about movies and get to know Tracy and all that cool stuff. Zachary says, can't wait for Beetlejuice coming out on September 6th. I want to see the movie a lot. I'm really not a big fan of the girl that's in it. Not Selena Gomez. Jenna Ortega, yeah. Really not the biggest fan of hers, but, you know, I want to see the movie anyway. Gary says, I love the Peter Cousin Frankenstein. The Peter Cousin Frankenstein. I love the Peter Cousin Frankenstein. I'm not sure what that is. Is that a line in the movie or is that a different movie? I'm not sure. I feel like we're missing another movie that we just saw recently. I just rewatched Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original one. But I think that's it. Those are all the movies that we've seen recently, right? We want to see the Purple Crayon movie that just came out. We did see Despicable Me 4 and Inside Out 2. And then that's it, I think.
Frankenstein.
Oh. All right, so let's see what Zachary's saying about Amityville Horror. He says, I like the remake more than the original from the 70s, but it's basically just the same story as the original. The only difference with the remake is that there are more jump scares. And Gary says, Peter Cushing.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. And then I missed a question from before. World Order Collectibles. What do you think the next step in movie making is? A man once told me every movie has been made. It is the storyteller that tells the story that makes it different. Yeah. See, they're all following the same formulas, right? Like a hero's journey or whatever. So a lot of them feel the same. They say that about horror films too. They say that they've all been made and that there are no original horror films, that they're just plays off of each other, which, I don't know. What do you think? What do you think the next step? What do you think the next step in movie making is? A man once told me every movie has been made. It's the storyteller that tells a story that makes it different.
Why can't we just stay the way we are? What
What?
do you think? Like before. Which film is he talking about with the remake? Oh, you're reading off of his one. I'm reading the wrong thing. I can't hear you.
What do you think the next step in movie making is? A man once told me every movie has been made. It's the storyteller that tells a story that makes it different. All right. Well, guess what? Nobody's made Killer Pizza yet. Killer Pizza's in demand on Indiegogo right now. Donate to the campaign today for something brand new. A brand new slice of what? A brand new slice of cinematic history waiting to unfold. Killer Pizza something here. Killer Pizza versus Pepperoni Guy. I don't know what Pepperoni Guy is. All right. So I think we covered all the new movies. Friday the 13th, Blood Loss is in demand September 1st at midnight. It's our finishing funds campaign. It'll be on Indiegogo. We have a bunch of cool perks lined up, including all sorts of autographed merchandise, posters, masks, machetes, replica machetes, clapper boards, different size clapper boards, and all kinds of stuff. Sign up on Indiegogo September 1st. Help us get the movie made by donating to the campaign and sharing the link as much as possible. Killer Pizza's in demand on Indiegogo right now. You can donate to the campaign tonight and get involved. You can join as an actor or producer, voice actor, get your song in the movie, book in the movie, t-shirt in the movie. There are a ton of different opportunities. The campaign for Boredom and Bloodshed goes live on this Friday, August 9th at 9 p.m. At midnight. So we will be having a sale that day for $99. You can get yourself an associate producer credit on the film. That'll be on IMDb and in the credits of the movie. That perk will never be the same price ever again. It's your one and only chance to get that credit at that price. After that, you're out of luck. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. We'll go over these comments super quick. Gary says he loves Peter Cushing, Frankenstein. Zachary says, I like the remake more than the original. Okay, I read that one. And then Peter, let me see. Hang on. Okay, there we go. Zachary says, most horror tropes have been done, but there's still many ways to make your films unique while still using horror tropes. Yeah. Let's see. Is Thrill Kills kind of like an anthology? So it's a series. It's a series. So the first movie will be a standalone thing, and then the second movie would be a standalone thing, and the third movie is a standalone thing. So they'll all have their own separate campaigns, separate IMDb pages, and so forth. Will there be connections between them? Maybe. You have to tune in and find out. All right, but Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, we'll be back live with Tracy Pritt from Friday the 13th, Blood Loss. We'll get to talk to her about her involvement with the film and all of the other cool things that she's done recently. I don't know what we're allowed to say and what we're not allowed to say, but we'll find out, and we'll try to talk about as much of that stuff as we can on Wednesday night.
Before we sign off, just wanted to give another shout out to Clifton Taylor. Today was his birthday.
Happy birthday, Clifton Taylor!
Happy birthday!
All right. Clifton Taylor was the first AD on Friday the 13th, Blood Loss.
Yes.
All right. Happy birthday, Cliff. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. It's 10:30 here, but we have to go because we have to work on some stuff for the campaign. We have to film a video for it, for the Boredom one. And we'll be back Wednesday night to chat about movies. Come hang out with us. If you're free, come check it out. If you can't tune in live, check it out after it goes off the air. Whenever you get a chance, go back. It's always on my profile. It's on YouTube and so forth. All right. Until next time, we really appreciate all the support. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Bye, everybody.
Oh, I put the intro on instead of the outro. Hang on. Bye, everybody.
Bye.